This is the CZ97B. It is a full-size 45 auto offering from Czech. It is essentially a 10+1 shot beefed up variation of the original CZ75 pistol with a couple similar 1911 features to appeal to its intended American shooting target audience. A couple of those features that give it a similar look to the 1911 are the unscrewable barrel bushing and this recoil plug at the front of the pistol, which is actually quite different but has a similar look. The talking points for this pistol probably won't be as long as they were in the CZ75 video because they don't really need to be. I mean, essentially it is just a beefed up CZ75 that shoots 45 auto. So we're going to go down some quick talking points and show some shooting. Accuracy. How did this pistol do at the range yesterday, accuracy-wise? I would say accuracy-wise, it probably fell in around the same category as my Colt Series 80 1911, maybe marginally better. It's a very, very accurate pistol. I was not disappointed in the accuracy department in any way, shape, or form. Reliability. This was my first time taking the CZ97 out. What you're seeing me shooting in the video is my first time taking it out to the range. So I had no previous experience shooting the CZ97 before, but I took it out and I made sure it was lubricated and I had no failures, no malfunctions whatsoever. I would imagine that the same principles apply to this pistol that apply to its predecessor, the CZ75. Just, keep it lubricated and it should run fine for you. Durability, again, same as the CZ75. Actually, this pistol is basically just a beefed up, sturdier CZ75, so it actually may even be more durable. Who knows? Ergonomics. This is where the pistol took a little bit of a hit for me. It is a little bit fatter in the frame than the CZ75 to accommodate that bigger 45 auto cartridge. But it wasn't too big for my hands. What I had a problem with ergonomics wise, when I was shooting, I don't know if the trigger reset is different on the 97. It probably isn't. It just felt like it was because it fit my hand differently. And the trigger reset when I was doing rapid fire and shooting quickly, the trigger reset was tripping me up a little bit. And you'll see that in the video. Like I was squeezing the trigger again to fire the next round, and the next round didn't go off because the trigger hadn't reset. So it was tripping me up a little bit. Took me a little while to get used to it. So it took a little bit of a hit in the ergonomics department for me in that regard, but other than that, it feels good in my hand. Firepower. This is a 10+1 steel frame 45 auto. 10+1 rounds. That certainly is better than the 1911 or the SIG P220, which come with standard 7 and 8 shot flush fit magazines. It is less than the Glock 21, Heckler & Koch USP, Springfield XD, Smith & Wesson M&P 45, etc. All the polymer framed 45 pistols, but it is a steel framed 10 plus 1 shot 45 auto, and like I said in my previous video, I think for a pistol like this, 7 or 8 plus 1 is plenty of firepower, and 10 plus 1 even better. I think it's plenty of firepower. Simplicity. The breakdown process for this is extremely simple. It's almost identical to that of the CZ75. You have to unscrew the barrel bushing, and you have to take this front plug out in front of the recoil spring, and it's the same breakdown as the CZ75. Completely simple. You're not going to get too much more simple than breaking down a pistol, one of these pistols. Pretty much the same breakdown system as the Browning High Power. It's very, very easy. Accessories. Now, I don't know how many of the CZ75 accessories are interchangeable with this pistol. I know that some of them are. I think that the grips are interchangeable. I'm pretty sure that's true. But I mean, it's a pistol with a completely different frame, barrel, everything. So I don't know that too many of the CZ75 accessories are compatible with this pistol. There probably aren't a whole lot of fancy accessories for this pistol. It's not that well known of a pistol. It doesn't really have that much of a following. It has a following, but it's not the kind of pistol where it's like a 1911. You can go on the internet and you can find anything for it. So it suffers a little bit in the accessories department, in my opinion. Weight. This is a heavy pistol. I don't know exactly how heavy it is, but it's heavier than a 1911 or a CZ75. Bulkier and heavier than both. So if you're the kind of person that doesn't like carrying around a heavy pistol, this pistol probably isn't for you, because it's got some heft to it. Price. Now, just like I stated in my previous video with the CZ75, there really is no way to gauge the prices right now. They're ridiculous. Everything's getting gouged like crazy right now. I got this in October, the same day that I got the CZ75 that I showed you in the previous video that I filmed yesterday. This, I think, was like $675 at the time. Who knows what they're going for now? They could be $1,000, $1,100. I don't know. But I don't think that $675 at least is a bad price to pay for this pistol. I think it was worth the money. Track record. These pistols have only been around since 1997, but they operate off of the same operating principle of the CZ75, which has been around for nearly 40 years. And like I told you in the previous video, is a proven pistol. Basically, I believe it to be as reliable and dependable. And it is a Czech pistol, and I have yet to shoot a poorly made Czech pistol. So you can apply the same, at least, even though the pistol hasn't been around as long, it's got that Czech quality. So you can apply that same track record to this pistol as well. All it is a CZ75, on steroids, like I said before. Great range gun. I think great home protection gun, great nightstand gun. It's very, very accurate. I personally would not carry it. It's a little bulky for me. Like I said, the weight doesn't really bother me as much as the width and the girth of a pistol. This one is a little girthy for me. You probably could get away with carrying this pistol, but I wouldn't recommend it as a military or police pistol. Not carrying it concealed. Carrying it on an external holster. I think it would work great for you. The CZ75 has for almost 40 years, and this is just a beefed up variant of it. So pretty much the same principle applies. Here's my close-up of the CZ97B. Really, really nice looking pistol. I really, really like the way it looks. I like the offset of the wood and the satin nickel trigger. I think it's a really, really nice looking pistol. Anyway, so here's a close-up of it. CZ97B, caliber 45 auto, made in Czech Republic. So anyway, there's my review on the CZ97B. I forgot to mention this part. I forgot to add this part to my CZ75 video, so I might as well just come right out and say it in this video. I have never shot a gun that was made in the Czech Republic that wasn't top notch. So not only do I recommend this pistol, the CZ97, I also recommend the CZ75 that I showed you in my previous video, as well as any Czech pistol that I've ever fired. Any pistol from CZ USA, I highly recommend. Any Czech firearms made from Checkpoint, I also highly recommend. 100% recommended by me.